3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Taylor. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now it's Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A run for Nick Chubb. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Where's it at? 18!
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
54! Switch it, switch it. He's chopped. Alert!
Watson now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. McFarland, and he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, McFarland. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Watson on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
Let's go, baby.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Texans.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd down now, McFarland. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 3rd down, McFarland. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because, really, they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, Definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first down, McFarland. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run with Taylor. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Watson, escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
He was brought down by Darius Slay. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Sunday. 61, matchbox lights. Bandit.
Now Wentz on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you have to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Watson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it'll bring up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Watson. Going for the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late. I absolutely understand that, but remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Go. 120.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off inside the 10.
Here we go. 280.
Watch the pass.
Back. Run.
Show it up.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They go with Chubb on second down. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out. Before he knew it, he had hit the sideline. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Wentz. That's taken in by Callaway. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The kick by Joseph is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Straight 15, straight 15. 5-9, 5-9.
You don't want me. Kill.
Wentz going to throw. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
The 20.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Sunday. Recon, 132 fighter.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
Hey, bus.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Chubb. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he's struggling, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They are going for it. Here's Watson. Forced out to his left. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
6-6. Pull it high.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
5-7.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Check 3.
Now Wentz. Buying time to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Chubb. And some room to work. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 36 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they're really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Right back to him on 1st down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Taylor. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd down, McFarland. They find some open field here. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one good for 37 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. On 2nd down now. McFarland, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. Ooh, with a juke. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this Browns defense stands tall. They begin this drive with Chubb. There's a nice move. He's going to have the first down past the 20. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 91 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the deep.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Texans cut into that lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. They run again on first down. Chubb. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. Chubb. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. To throw is Wentz. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
They'll run on first down. McFarland. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Faking the give. Now Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
I'm going to run you over.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo! Go, Mike, what you want? Mike, what you want? Hey, it's
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland shifts by him. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Well, the Lombardi Trophy would be nice to hoist. They have to hold off for that for a little bit. Right now, the Lamar Hunt has to feel good to hold.
Oh, it's got to feel great for them. And remember, Lamar Hunt helped create the American Football League, which became, of course, in most part, the American Football Conference. And he's the one who gave